what's your from the soapbox from you?
We don't have enough time. We do not have enough time. I got so many things. I just don't know where to start. I mean, you can talk about the ATF, or we can talk about social media as a whole, or whatever you want to talk about.
All the above. I love it all. Just
you love it all.
I want to hear your spice. This is your chance to be spicy, my friend.
So, how about I'll give you the ATF spice, and then I'll give you the social media spice. How's that?
Perfect.
So my soapbox for the ATF is, I think that it's obviously an unnecessary, bloated government agency. I feel we don't need them simply because we got your local law enforcement, we got your state law enforcement, we got the FBI. We just don't need them, But they're there, and I don't believe they're ever going to go away because the government never shrinks itself down. It's just a fallacy. It'll never happen. So, being on both sides of this, being on the brick and mortar side and then being on the, manufacturer side, we've seen kind of both sides of it. And for the most part, it's pretty much the same. The thing that really kind of chaps me about the ATF is their holier than thou attitude. If your I's and T's aren't crossed and dotted and all that nonsense, we're potentially going to shut you down. But we can lose all the guns we want, and nobody does anything about it. We don't hold anybody's feet to the fire. No one gets in trouble. But we're willing to shut down businesses that, have been in business for 50 years, and they're generational, right? I mean, you've got grandpa, dad, mom, grandson, son, the whole 9 yards working in this family, and they'll come in and shut it down over paperwork violations. And to me, the ATF, when you first get on with them, depending on your IOI, but typically they're real big about, we'll work with you, and for the most part, some of them will, some of the IOIs, and that's the trick. You have to find the IOIs that you can deal with, and you have to keep their number on speed dial. Hey, I have a question about this. I have a question about that. Because if you're just calling the onesie twosies in the field office, they're not going to answer your question. And if they do answer your question, they damn sure aren't going to put it in writing, because they're real big about don't put anything in writing. Now, if they get anything from you, it's in writing. But for them, they won't give you anything.
They won't give you anything in writing if you ask them a question?
Absolutely not.
So you can't. So, for example, let's just say you got a question for the ATF.
Yeah.
You call your IOI. He gives you an answer over the phone. You go, Can I get that in email?
Yeah.
And they go, no.
Chances are you're not getting it.
And then somebody comes in from the ATF and goes, hey, why'd you do this? And you're like, well, so-and-so told me. Well, where's the proof?
Yeah, you don't have any. And that's
ridiculous.
And that is on purpose. That's 100% on purpose. Because they do not want to be beholden to anything that they say to you. And the biggest issue that I have with them, other than the holier than thou, it's okay for us to lose things. It's okay for us not to have paperwork right. That's acceptable. But if you do it, we'll close you down, or potentially, right? And so besides that, it's their lack of training that really, really gets under my skin. Because, over the 15 years or so that we've been in the business having to deal with the ATF, we've had, different IOIs. And for the most part, to be fair, we've had some really solid ones, really solid guys, and most of them are ex-military of some sort, most of them. The ones that you really run into problems with are the ones that have never been in the gun business, don't understand the gun business, but somebody has given them this power, and they come in there and they just go ballistic, and they do all kinds of crazy things. And the training, you can ask one IOI, during your inspection, hey, what about this? Or they reprimand you and they give you a little slap on the hand and say, hey, look, I know you've been doing it like that. This isn't right. I want you to do it like this. Okay, not a problem. I'll do it like that. But then when you get your next IOI out, because usually they rotate them, you don't ever really get the same one. They'll tell you, well, why are you doing it like this? Well, because my last inspection, I was told I had to do it like that. Oh, that's ridiculous. You don't have to do it like that. Or that's wrong. Don't do it like that. And it's like, well, wait a minute, though. You guys told me to do it like that. And then it goes back to, you have anything in writing? Nope. So
that's nuts.
That's the way it is, though. And their lack of consistent training, it causes a lot of these issues. If they had just a straight across the board training, but they don't. Usually what they'll do is I'm an IOI, I served some time, whatever, I've done my field duties or whatever. They'll pull me and send me to the training unit, and then I go train. But the way I've been doing it in the field, the way I was trained to do it, I teach that. But then you go later and then you teach the way you've been, taught to do it. And they're different. So then you end up with this conflict of that's not how it's supposed to be done. So that's kind of my biggest gripe about them.